This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Wisconsin Badgers will have some work to do after that short return. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's locked. Working the middle, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. They're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll go to the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block, it's Morgan. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and
He's going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Morris. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's locked. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Feeling some heat. Quickly complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Morgan. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Going to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's open on the right. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The run from the shotgun. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Catch in the middle. It's Brooks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking downfield, it's Locke. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Warren. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against 3rd down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They're going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Anthony. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he got loose, it was all over. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's locked. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Badgers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Warren. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. Sweet feet on the move. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Quick pass on the fly motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Anthony. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. They'll give it to the back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Luck. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pauly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Got it in the middle. It's Pauly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Locke. He's got it down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it again. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one splits the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Across the 25. He's got room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Back to pass, it's Warren. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down coming up. Wide out in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Powers through the defender. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Gives it to the back on the draw. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the counter. The Badgers get enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's still 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's locked. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
On second down, wants to throw. On target to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Morris. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And he missed it. No good. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. It's good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Looking deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
The name of the game is getting to the quarterback. But I love getting to the quarterback and finishing with a nice rip and forcing that fumble out. God, there's nothing better.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the counter play. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's locked. Pocket starts, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got the quick pass.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. From the gun, running back on the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Badgers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Warren. Trying to get to him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Handoff from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Luck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Coming after him. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. Getting some heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They go right back to him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Looking to pass, it's Warren. Going up top. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Back to throw. It's locked. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Field goal is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On the move, it's Edwards. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Out of the gun, the inside give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Dropping back, it's locked. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Badgers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Running it back, it's Morgan. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Finds his man, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Klein. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Anthony. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got his man in the middle. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Scanning the field, it's locked. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Malusi. Stopped after making the catch. Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. It's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To throw, it's Luck. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Pauly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Pauly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They're setting up the screen.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
The Badgers will call on their punt team. Running it back, it's Morgan. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Handoff to the single running back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Running to the left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.